All right, welcome back. So let's go over NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow Jones. Last time I took this range, okay, and I pointed out this weekly order block and this weekly imbalance, and I was anticipating price to uh, deliver towards these arrays. So what price did, and what I said it would do, surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, was I said that I would like to see price trade into discount, all right, then back into premium. And that's what it did. So into discount and into premium. You can see over here, let's go over the last couple of days, last 10-ish days, more or less, over here. So what price ended up doing was it was playing ping pong. N-dog, new day, open gap, can be used as a PD array. Then Thursday's candle opened, manipulated into the N-dog, and then rallied higher. Okay, and Thursday, April 24th candle on NASDAQ. Let's remove these. Over here was an imbalance. All right, you can see. And Wednesday, April 30th, Wednesday, April 30th candle traded into this array and then rallied higher. And you can see again another imbalance. So tapped and rallied higher to here maybe, and even higher, and I'll explain why I anticipate price to go higher. So now that we're done with the recap of NASDAQ and S&P, so more or less same thing with Dow Jones, except over here no imbalance and just rallied higher. There was the N-dog, so that was a very solid array, as well as this here, this imbalance. So yeah. Now, what am I looking at? Go to the monthly time frame. Let's start with Dow Jones. This quote-unquote stock market crash that everybody saw on, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and Dow, and I went through this. I went over this in my last video, not my last video, but one of my last videos. I explained the macro behind this bearish move, 17% on the S&P and around 19% here on the NASDAQ, almost 20%. So I had stated that this was monthly manipulation on the Dow into this monthly array. It tapped consequent enroachment of this monthly imbalance, more or less, right? And it rallied higher. Okay, where do I expect it to deliver to next? Well, at least consequent enroachment of this monthly imbalance. All right. The monthly candle had just opened 2 days ago. What do I anticipate? Well, I obviously anticipate price rallying higher into some arrays and then delivering lower on the monthly. Same thing on the weekly. Okay? So we have this monthly imbalance and overall high time frame bearish order flow is not being respected. Why? Well, technically last week's candle closed above consequent enroachment of this weekly imbalance. You can see. And like I said, I anticipate price to maybe open, either rally higher immediately or manipulate lower, then rally higher. One moment. As I was saying, that I would anticipate price to sort of maybe deliver or manipulate down, maybe sweep a low, maybe a session low, and then rally higher. All right. Overall bias is buys, and on the S&P, yeah, so same thing, except there's this monthly imbalance, both on NASDAQ as well as the S&P. Okay? So like I said, 27 days till the, monthly candle closes. So monthly candle opened 2 days ago. I'd like to see price on NASDAQ rally higher, maybe into these areas, this weekly and this weekly order block and imbalance, and SPY, this one, this one. Yeah, so overall this area. So my overall bias is bullish. Or on the monthly, you can already see that the price is already, tapped or delivered to consequent enrichment of this monthly imbalance. So likelihood is it's gonna rally higher, and then for the rest of the month, it's gonna wick down, probably to probably deliver into discount. All right, and yeah, that's about it. So I reckon it's gonna maybe manipulate down, rally higher, or just rally higher, in my personal opinion. Regardless, we don't care unless we see in-session confirmation. We, as in me, I don't care unless I see in-session confirmation, and then I'll take an intraday setup. Okay? So just always remember to try to plan the week ahead. First, look at price, look at the weekly, the daily, the monthly, see what, where the weekly is likely to trade towards. All right. So you orient yourself with the monthly and the weekly, and then you go on the economic calendar and you check when/what days should price actually trade there. All right. So yeah. So you got to do this for almost every day of the week. Just always keep up and just always see where price is delivering towards. I might record another video later on and just go over the economic calendar and incorporate the economic calendar, with my overall bias and charting, because this is purely technical. You do not see any fundamental analysis from my end. But I have mentioned fundamentals before in my videos, and I have explained this overall move, fundamentally speaking, and technically speaking, this quote-unquote stock market crash. So yeah, maybe that'll be motivation for me to, further incorporate the economic calendar in my videos. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and stay safe, stay blessed, and just manage your risk mindfully. And yeah, peace.